Hello and welcome to the Bellatini Art Studio. Let's go.
Hello, Bellatini art friends. Holy cow, we made it, my noodles. We made it. Are we kidding? March is now over and on to April. What a successful month. Tons and tons of developed friendships, community connection, art, conversations, tears, laughter, celebrations. Happy birthday, Michelle, and all of the new things that we brought to this channel this month. What an absolute thrill. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to show you what we did. Holy cow. Thank you so much for being here. What an awesome experience. Happy March, everybody. This book is truly fun. I enjoy this book. This book is one of those books where you can just do anything you want to it. I mean, within reason, right? I mean, let's not go too crazy. But this book has information about the author and, just tidbits. And I really love this book because the paper is thick enough. It has handled a ton I'm about to show you right now. Oh my goodness. I gessoed the whole page. I took out some detail. For those of you that know, I don't like twirly whirlies, and meaning all those little lines. I just want to draw over them. So I really reached for gesso a ton this month, and it's everywhere. I used everything in this book. Seriously. Here I just did some basing with some watercolors. I was using my own watercolors. Over here, I used some more watercolors and started to gesso. I didn't get as far as I wanted into this. I wasn't as motivated as I wanted to, but I wanted to do a simple colorway with that one. Ugh, hot mess. It started out cute and I messed it up. That's okay. Can't win them all. I'm okay with the background. It's very matte. It has a lot of gesso in it. Yeah, not my favorite. That's okay. This one was fun. I enjoyed doing her cloak or cape, however we say that. I did really enjoy that monochromatic blue. I got to get back to this one, and I will. I really actually like this one. It's been a little bit difficult for me to know what to do with it, but I've had a ton of freedom and fun in this one. And I think that's it for this book. The flower year. Yeah, I just decided, who doesn't like to color flowers sometimes? I don't. So I'm on this mission this year of anything I don't really want to color, I've been coloring. And this book was a great opportunity for that. I did actually enjoy it. I used the Derwent Inktense only and some watercolor on the inside and just mushed around and pushed around those colors together. And I did use multiple pencils. You're going to see that time and time again. So sorry I don't have all the stuff. I mean, for those of you that are coming live with me every day, I think you know that I'm really trying to work on backgrounds. I'm trying to do all these fun things, and I blew it this month on so many things, but I also had such success, and I didn't finish this one. I was trying to go with a simple color palette. It didn't quite work out. I did get overwhelmed with it, but when I was looking at it to film it, I kind of got some more ideas. So stay tuned. I think I might maybe I'll fix it. This is another newer book to me. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I did 3 total pictures in this one. So I didn't finish the details. I get really overwhelmed with those little twirly whirlies. They will immediately stop me in my tracks, but I liked the color palette. This one was a 5-color pencil challenge, and I did it with 3, actually 4. So Derwent Inktense, and I did it with a red primary, blue primary, yellow primary, and then I used a white pen to add in details here. This is my idea of what you can do with a very, very simple palette. I enjoyed this. This was all pleasure for me. I couldn't have, wanted it to be any different. I enjoyed it. It's kind of my own style that I do time and time again. So yeah, that was a very, very fun one. And then this one is the 004 hashtag 004 challenge. It is a Sarah Renee Clark card, and it is, if you still want to do it with us, let us know. Here are some of the others from our group. Next up is the old faithful Rita Berman. We all love Rita Berman. I was so thankful and fortunate to reunite with some of my pencils that I had lost in our studio kind of transformation. I found my Supras. Actually, shall I say, Sarah found my Supras, and I'm so thankful. I got some of them out, squished some green around, and had so much fun. I think that was it in this book. Speaking of Rita Berman, she was pretty famous in the group this month. We did a buddy color with this one. Loved the background. This is a gesso project. We did a monochromatic scene here with Derwent ink tints and a punch of teal. I gotta finish the Lovebirds. They had a dinner, made dinner together, and then they had this lovely evening, so I need to get back to them. Universe by Maria Troll, or Trolle, however you want to say it. Nothing spectacular in this book. Very light pencil work in this book. I have every plan to come back to this book. There's so many cute pictures in this book. Just a really light color. This was like me just needing to do something, so I put a very basic base down, and I'll come back. I will come back to you, I promise. Oh my goodness, some of these pictures in here are seriously going to be so cute. I can't wait. So many books, so many pages, and not enough time in the world. Most of my books are a little bit older now. I've been coloring since 2019, and just recently did I even get some newer books. This book is a specific watercoloring type coloring book. I have used it a few times. The lines are just too thick for me. I didn't enjoy it, but I used gouache in it. Let me tell you what a blast this one is. Probably my favorite of the month. I did a video, go ahead and look. I did a video on how to do these bubbles. I decided to use my Supras watercolor, and that's it. I did a very little bit of pencil work on this, but I'm going to tell you right now that I enjoyed this so much. It was probably just great. Sarah helped me out with the colorway, and yeah, it didn't even bleed. So, what a great picture and a fun time. And I definitely will bring more of this to my channel. So stay tuned. So Johanna Basford is one of these artists that I really love her art. I don't know if I like coloring it as much as I like looking at it. I'm trying to embrace it. I have all of them, and I continue to buy them faithfully. I didn't do much in this month, but I thought I would show you some of this, the shading on these leaves. We have worked in Johanna Basford a lot this month, and I'm not sure if I'll be bringing her much along this month. Going forward in April, we do have a buddy color in Magical Jungle, I think it is, and stay tuned for more information on that one for sure. Johanna Basford again, Lost Ocean. What a challenge this one was. Yes, the ocean under the water theme. I did have, a color along on this one. This is a live color along, and it took 3 or 4 3-hour sessions to finish a very serious coloring page. I gave it everything. I do have to get some washi tape and tape that back down. So, yeah, this was a joy. I enjoyed that one. Nothing else. That's it for that one. This was a big color along on the channel. We, as a group, kicked this one out of the park. I mean, swung it out of the park, whatever you want to say about it. But wow, I was so impressed with Michelle and Amy and Lori and just, I mean, Kathleen. I think there were so many people that joined in on this one, and it was such a pleasure to see. I didn't do a whole lot in this book other than that. I did do a little bit on, is this an armadillo? Whatever this thing is. I did a little bit of that. I started it. I get overwhelmed with that fur. I got to come back to it because honestly, that's something that's on my challenge list this year. Fur, flowers, and backgrounds. Those are it. Oh, and birds. Circle of Life made it into the group this month. This has been a whip. I started this whip. It was just based. I went in with some Derwent ink tints, and you can see up here, yeah, I'm not completely done, but I thought I would throw this in here because it's an ongoing one. I want to keep going on this one, and this is one of those things when I'm feeling like I want to work with this specific color palette. It's really nice to just have this there so I can kind of go back to it and finish it up. Yeah, that's it for this one. Shout out to my new friend Mandy. I don't like coloring flowers. I'm trying so hard to like to, but this was my buddy color. I kept it simple, went with a very simple color way, used acrylic gouache on this, the whole thing. Some pencil, very little pencil, and I just came in with a white pen and highlighted areas. Kept it simple, and to be honest with you, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It leaked. It leaked. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So Mandy, thank you so much for getting me out of the box and getting me into flowers. Mythographic Paradise. This was a very long color along live, and I very much was challenged with the colors on this, what to do, how to do it, and I will just say thank you so much to everyone on the channel that really pushed me, helped me, supported me, offered any type of advice. It is so helpful when we are live and as a group to really join in and create these pages together. It is an absolute pleasure of mine. I love that Keely picked out the pink hair, and that was, I think, the only one I did in Mythographic. Myself, Amy, and Lori did a buddy color in this book. It is a tried and true, my favorite. I love eerie art, but I'll tell you right now, I don't like coloring in eerie because the mediums just do not play well. I worked as hard as I could to get this picture where I wanted it to be, and at some point, I just had to give in and say, it is what it is. I don't honestly think that either of us actually enjoyed this page. We all finished it. It was hard to stay focused on it, but at the end of the day, I'm so happy to have a completed page in my Erie. So thank you, ladies. I truly enjoyed all the lessons and all the things that I got to do in this book. After all of those different mediums, I said, you know what? Let's just take it slow. Let's just get out the basics and do this. So I did this with the Derwent ink tints. We did this live. Most of everything I do is live. There are things that I do, off camera and by myself, but this one was so sweet, reminded me that spring is here and that we can look for season change. There's nothing better than when spring comes around and you feel fresh. And that was it for this book. I guess maybe in the future I could put all of them in order for you, and I apologize. It's really hard for me to keep my hands off of Erie. I love it, and because I discovered gesso, it has made it so much easier for me to do my pages in the Erie book, because the Erie books do not like pencils. I don't know. They're just like, don't color me. Okay, don't color me. But using clear gesso and clear and also regular gesso has really helped me bring these eerie pictures up to a different level that I have been not able to achieve in the past. So I'm pretty thankful for them. It's been a blast. Yeah, and yeah, did bleed, but that's my fault. I went wild with it. Up next is Circle of Life, but this is for Sarah. Sarah did the 004 challenge, Sarah Renee Clark, and this is her spin on what it looked like. And holy cow, let's stop the press right now. This is gorgeous. Look at that tornado just literally flying off the page. I can't believe how much she's really taking her coloring and just has elevated up to the next level. And boy, am I proud, obviously. Hello, it's beautiful. This one is, this is a little near and dear to my heart. This is my very first color. This is the very first time I ever colored. I think they were like with the Crayola tips or Crayola whatevers marker. And that was my idea of what shading was. And so what a fun thing. Sarah's also been working in this book. She did a bit of shading back here. She's been working on her shading and not too much work in here. I don't even know if I can find it. Hold on a second. Oh, it's in here somewhere. I watched her do it. Oh, there it is. So she worked on doing some shading on these little images here. She really enjoys doing smaller images like small victories and things like that. But look how amazing she's doing. I am so utterly impressed. She did use this book also this month. This one is a very simple art. She took a black Posca pen and filled in each little area and has plans to probably go back and create some sort of colorful image within it. She's really enjoyed that. She expressed how good that was for her mental health this month and loved it. I understand there are certain things that make us feel better once we've done it. And thanks to art, we get to experience that. But she does love this book. I don't know if she did that this month. This might be something from the past. I don't think she did that this month, but she is in love with this book. Small Victories, we both worked in. I did this page, simple color palette, just pencils. That was a blast. Loved it. I had fun. That was, listening to our serial killer shows. And this one I use the Stress inks on. And then I tried to paint with gouache this month. And it was tough. Remy stepped all over it. This here is where Sarah was kind of taking a little bit from me on how to do shading, and voila, she's in like Flynn and doing all the things. She did a few things in this book. Yep, a couple of little things here. I thought she did more. I'm not positive. Let's see. I don't think so. I think that could possibly be it for this book. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. I did a couple things in here. She did a couple things in here. We both work from this book, and that's it. Last but not least, this one's impressive. Look at this. Holy cow, it's beautiful. It's like there's just a radiant energy coming from that bird's head, and she does have plans to probably fill in everything, not everything, but majority of it, and really illuminate that little area down there, like that crystal ball looking thing. And I'm excited to see this one come alive. This is a buddy color between Sarah and Michelle, and it has been a pleasure to watch this one unfold. I also kind of dove into some Jade Summer. I have this like gray scale book here. It is a little risque. We are all adults here, but just a fair warning. Sarah used some clear gesso and was working on her color theory. And I also worked in this book this month. I wanted to work with markers, so I got out my alcohol markers and I colored, and you can see I also put in a little bit of gold. I really enjoyed this picture. I certainly had a ton of fun shading and getting all these little details in there. The pink, I love that. The green, the blue, the different colors of blue. It was just a really fun page. Done some other things. I started on these leaves. I didn't get very far, obviously. But what's new? Because I'm the queen of whips. And this one's old. Pencil hates this book. Book hates the pencil. Way old. These are like early 2020 probably, or even, I don't know. Sorry for the cheeks. And let's see. I think that's it for this book. Had a ton of fun in it. I love markers. I'm hoping to get a bunch going on. Sneak peek coming up. I have this coming up. I have a video coming out on step-by-step on what I did with this, and not step-by-step by all the colors probably, but we'll see. I think that wraps it up for March. I appreciate everybody for being here. We cannot wait to start April. Let's hit this month off strong. Can't wait for those light spring colors. Enjoy, and we will see you on the next one.